Hey everyone, Peter Colwriter here at 630. We got a new e-bike today. Let's unbox it. So this is what's going to happen when you order your e-bike. It is going to arrive in a box just like this. It will, usually now at the warehouse we have them inspected, so you may actually get a box that has a fair amount of tape on it, retaped. That's because the warehouse opened it up and inspected everything. We just want to make sure that every bike is perfect before we ship it out, and it runs the FedEx gauntlet. So anyway, this one still has the yellow straps on it. Sometimes you'll see the yellow straps, sometimes they won't have it, and it will be taped. So anyway, the bike is ready, and all I really need is a pair of scissors or a knife or something like that. So I'm glad you chose to get an e-bike. This is gonna, it just opens up your horizons. When I used to have my race bike and I was riding all the time, I could go 60, 70, 80 miles, but that was back in the day, and I also had more time. As we get older, we get busier. But, 60, 70 miles isn't for everyone, and I totally get that, not everyone's ready to kind of ride that sort of mileage, but with an e-bike, you really can. You could just go out there. With the range on an e-bike, you should probably get, between maybe about 25, 30, 40 miles, depending on how you ride it, how much you weigh, et cetera, how hard you're helping and what the terrain is like. But anyway, this is going to vastly increase your horizons, so you should be pretty excited when you get that box on your front door, okay? So we just need to cut the straps if you got it, or slice the tape. Oh yeah, I remember the first time I got my first race bike, and then I could you just go and you just feel the wind in your hair and blowing over your body. You're more intimate than with a car, with the surroundings. You're seeing lots of things, but you're going much faster than walking. It's also, in my opinion, a lot nicer than jogging or running. It's easy on your body, and it's just so much fun. Those are some of my best memories. Probably most of my best memories are just on a bike, just out there, just feeling my body work a little bit and feeling nature, enjoying the fresh air. So nothing better than the gift of a brand new bike. Okay, so I've cut it here. I'm gonna go ahead and open the top. If you get one of our e-bikes, professional assembly is on us. If you want to take it into a bike shop, you can get it assembled and then just hit us up for a reimbursement. So cool. All right, this is great. So, by the way, we consider this box number 1. The boxes inside are labeled. So inside there's no box number 1. This one right here, the main bike box, is actually box number 1, although it's not labeled box number 1. So we did that, and it kind of causes some confusion, which is our fault. But sometimes people think that they're missing box number 1, but it's the bike box, okay? And that's on us for labeling things that way. We're gonna think of a better way to do it in future. So here we go, let's see. The first one I see, oh yeah, box number 3. Let's go ahead and open that one up, and I'll show you what's inside. Okay, this is the first thing I want to show you. Super important, don't miss it. Pull this out first. It's the quick release skewer. This is what holds your front wheel on. Many people are not familiar with the quick release skewer for the front wheel. And so when they start to put their bike together, they think the axle on the front wheel is too short. It's not. The axle on the front wheel, although it looks very short, is correct. And it's made to be used with a quick release skewer, okay? You're not going to use axle nuts. So the axle on the front wheel doesn't protrude beyond the dropouts on the fork. It's not longer like you're used to. It's a very short axle, okay? All right, cool. We got our pedals. Now don't forget, there's a right pedal and a left pedal, okay? It's important because the left pedal, which goes on the left side, which is the non-chain side, it's the left side when you're on the bike, is reverse threaded. So this one, instead of being righty-tighty, is lefty-tighty. Don't forget, you got to turn it the opposite way that you're used to. It throws a lot of people off, especially oftentimes the mechanically inclined, because they're so used to turning righty-tighty that they don't even think to turn it left to tighten it. But on the left pedal, that's the case. Here's a little cover. It's just a cosmetic piece, but it makes your bike you know, a little more aesthetically pleasing, which is what you want, because I know that you're excited to have your bike on the way. And there's a little bag of some screws. It's marked extra. We did that so it doesn't cause any confusion, but that's exactly what it is. It's just extra because sometimes maybe you strip a screw, or you lose one, it rolls, I don't know, under your car or somewhere that you can't find it. That can be a frustrating experience. I was working on a bike the other day and lost a nut, it rolled off somewhere. And what do you do? Okay, cool, so you got extra screws. Okay, and then, this is great, little white box. Any guesses what's inside of it? Let's save it for later. All right, so we'll set that box aside. And now, Nate, should we take a look inside the box? Okay, here we are. So here's our bike. It's nicely packaged. Here are my scissors. We put in these nice, stout, upright columns here to make sure the bike was really well protected. It's got to get safely from our warehouse to your door, sometimes all the way across the country. So this helps in case your FedEx driver is less careful than we'd like him to be, that everything arrives as it should. If it doesn't, give us a call, 310-982-2877. We'll take care of you and set a part out. Okay, next box. Box number 4. Anyone know what's in this one? I bet you can guess by the size of it. This is your seat. Sometimes in the bicycle world called a saddle. All right. And that's the only thing that's in this one. Box number 4, brand new seat. And it also comes covered in plastic, so that it should arrive to you absolutely perfect. If for some reason you don't think it looks right, let us know. But there you go. Perfection, a little debossed emblem. I'm going to put this plastic bag back in the box so it doesn't blow around. And then maybe we'll use it later. Okay, so I'll set the seat aside. This is, by the way, just so you know, it looks like leather, but it's not. It's a faux leather, so, you know, in case you're worried about if this is vegan or not, it is actually vegan. It's no animals used or harmed in making this seat. Also makes it more cost effective. Okay, set it aside. Okay, now, box 2. It's a little smaller, but this is nice because it's helpful. We'll show you all the things that are in box 2. Gonna open it up, and there is a set of basic tools here. These are all the tools you need to get the bike together. But if you have your own set or can borrow your own set of, you know, of more real tools, it will be easier. However, this will get you going. Okay. What you basically need to assemble an e-bike will be a regular Phillips screwdriver, some Allen wrenches. You'll need 4mm, 5mm, and 6mm Allen wrenches. You also need either some regular wrenches or a crescent wrench in the sizes of 10mm, 13mm, 14mm, and 15mm. And also 17mm. Okay, and then we have a little booklet for you to enjoy. This is just really a welcome booklet and some cool ideas of where you can take your e-bike. Like I said, you're going to be able to go a lot farther, most of you, on your e-bike than you can on your regular bike. It'll open up a lot more territory to you. Some postcards for fun, some more postcards for fun. And then we also have an assembly guide for the e-bike. Okay? But we also have an assembly video, which you may find a lot easier to use. I'm always revamping these guys. This is one of the older versions, which is, quite frankly, a little on the wordy side. But the new ones don't have as many words. Our customers seem to like it a lot better, as you might imagine. So I also run the customer service team, and we have almost 20 agents now, and so I get tons and tons of feedback, you know, about what people like or don't like about the assembly manual, mostly like what recommendations folks have. And so on most of the assembly manuals, I've completely revamped them from what were made before. This was still one of the older style with a lot of words and stuff. The new ones have mostly just pictures and explains it very clearly, and customers seem to like it a lot better. But anyway, if the manual isn't really to your liking, please check out the video. The video is easy to follow along. Of course, you can skip parts, you know, just move along at the speed that you want. Okay? Okay, Nate. Let's see. Let's go over the tools that are included here. I already went over what tools you would need if you had your own regular tools. Again, another plastic bag here. I'll just stuff it right here so it doesn't blow away. And then I have my Allen wrenches, 4, 5, and 6 millimeter. Oh yes. After you're done with the bike, keep these. They're very useful. I actually keep these in my own tool chest, even though I have my own Allen wrenches. Sometimes these little guys are helpful, to tell you the truth. And then they also have a couple sizes of Phillips on the ends. I don't know if Nate's able to catch that or not. And then this multi-tool. This multi-tool is not nearly as nice as using an actual set of wrenches. Sorry if I'm blinding, I don't know if I'm catching the sun there and blinding everybody. Or an adjustable crescent wrench is also really nice. But you can use this to get the bike together, okay? All right, now, let's see, what do we have? I guess we can pull the bike out. Now, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can either pull it straight up out of the box. A lot of times it's a little bit difficult to do by yourself because it's tightly packed in there. You can also, another way is to just slice the corners here, these front corners, and you can just lay the front out like that. In fact, you know what? Let me just do that so you can see how the bike is packed. Let's do that. And do we show them what's in that white box? Oh no, we'll get to that. Let me see if I can slice this here with my... It's pretty stout cardboard, actually. I think I may have to cut it. So, if you're gonna do this, make sure that you don't hit the tire or scratch any of the fenders or any part of the frame. Okay, cool. We'll go over here and get this one. Now this is the front end, so I'll also be careful not to catch any wires with my scissors. Wires or cables. Anything that actuates a mechanical component, like the gear shifter, that uses a cable, what we call a cable. Sometimes people call it a wire, which is okay, but I call it a cable to differentiate between mechanical parts and electrical parts. So anything carrying electricity through it, like for instance from the battery to the controller, from the controller to the motor, from the controller to the display, those are all wires, electrical wires. And then the parts that actuate and operate mechanical components, those are cables. So cables versus wires. You can use either term, but we try to get technical with it just so that, especially when we're talking to a customer or to each other, we don't get confused and send out the wrong part or tell somebody the wrong information because we thought they were talking about a wire when they were actually talking about a cable. Okay, let's see if I can get through this. Like I said, you can also just lift it straight out, but I'm gonna go ahead and open it like this for you so that you can see how the bike is packed. Okay, cool, so let's see, ready? Are you ready for your new life? Are you ready to get back in shape? Are you ready to explore new roads you've never seen before? This is how you do it, you know? You're not gonna be able to do it jogging. No, you jog around your block, you can go, how far you can go jogging realistically? 2 miles? I mean, that's usually what I do. Maybe, yeah, probably 2 miles, 20 minutes. Jogging is wonderful, running is great, but honestly, I just love riding a bike. It's like flying, you know? And I mean, an e-bike is such a great way to go if you're not ready to, you know, I mean, yeah, if you're not a racer and out there training and stuff like that, just get on the e-bike. It's not, you don't have to have a motorcycle license, you know, none of that. You can go on bike paths, you can go on the road. It's limitless. So I think this is just one of the best moments that anyone can ever have. And this is what it looks like. So there it is. Packed very securely, very nicely, actually quite ingeniously, I would say. The front wheel is back here. The front fender is right here. And so that's what it looks like. And now I'll just show you a couple parts. The battery already comes right here. in the battery cage, the rear rack. It slides onto some rails right here. You have a lock over here and some keys are included right here. Oh yeah, Nate, that white box. So the white box there in box number 3 is going to be your charger. So there will be a charge on your battery already, but you can go ahead and top it off if you like. We have charging videos. It's super easy to do. One major thing is when you're charging, do put the charger into the battery first and then plug it into the wall, okay? So battery first, then to the wall. If you do it the opposite way with any charger or whatever, it may spark, which actually doesn't seem to cause any problems, but it's not, you know, it's not the proper way to do things. So, and you can also charge the battery while it's in the bike, or you can take the battery out. So anyway, there's everything you need. It's all the parts, and that is the bike. Now you just got to put it together and begin a new life. I truly hope that that was helpful for you. If you liked it, please do like it and hit subscribe. It helps grow our channel. And if you need any help at all, please contact us. You can call us at 310-982-2877 or email us at theteam@sixthreezero.com. Remember, 630 is spelled out SIXTHREEZERO. Theteam@sixthreezero.com. Thanks.